Good man.
So we over in the sister aisle for this encounter here. This, of course, is Signal Hill against Scarborough Secondary in a ladies encounter. All part of the Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Football League for 2022. Football is back on the sister aisle. And while a lot of attention would have been paid to the carnival in Tobago, of course, the players in Tobago, well, they'll be looking to have their own festivities on the football field. So Scarborough in their light blue outfits, Signal Hill in their green and black outfits, looking to get the game started. And as you can see, there's water on the field, but then that is par for the course on most fields in Trinidad and Tobago at this point in time. And good control shown there by Matthews for Scarborough, as they just almost like walking pace, Ned, but running away with this one now, taking control, trying to knife her way through. There is Yates, Nia Yates, almost getting through, and until she was caught by at the back by the defenders. And coming up there, Jenna Dick helping out on the defensive end for Signal Hill. So quickly we have a free kick now to Scarborough Secondary. And this is a powerful ball played right across the face of the goal, and still trying to track it down there, but not able to get the handle on it. And once again the ball is kept in play. And Signal Hill, though, trying to clear their lines on this occasion. But they've won themselves a free kick now, and they would obviously be trying to keep the ball up in the opponent's half of the field before precisely reasons like this, because the ball just sticks there. Campbell trying to get it forward, but her opposite number, Alexander, doing well for Scarborough as they come forward again. That's a lovely little ball played inside, and this could be problems here, and the ball just sticking in the water, and nobody could get the handle on it. Tate trying her luck, and but again, good defensive posture there, and able to come away with it is Renisha Batiste. However, Scarborough still probing, and they may get a chance here. And can they get the shot on target? That's the big ask, and not able to do that. Kanisha Taylor, no problems there at all. So the shot really didn't have much by way of power behind it. And that's a good kick by Taylor. She gets it upfield. Now Signal Hill getting a chance to maybe just stretch their legs just a little bit, but coming back and doing a quick take there is Tanisha Ned. But Signal Hill, though, with Dominic McDougall leading the way. She goes forward with it. Balfour, Lisa Marie Balfour going on that left-hand side. Cuts inside onto that right foot now. Still going, trying to dribble her way through, though, and using her speed. So she does very well. Goes past one. Still have the support for her. And the ball eventually coming over. Here's a shot coming towards goal. And the goalkeeper running out to it and not able to really get the handle on it. There is Chevelle Williams. But she did the next best thing, which was to clear her line. She didn't want to pick it up and be penalized for it. although it must be said she never really had full control of the ball, and she might have been better off picking it up, but not taking any chances, which is, I suppose, sensible on the day, and able to come and take it nicely and try to keep pressure building here. Signal Hill on the move down their right hand side, throwing the ball in there quickly to Yates, but she now has to run behind it, and that stab at goal is not very good because, again, it's a wet ball, so they're having difficulty making proper contact with it, and as a result some of the passes are going a little bit awry. Madison Campbell still doing her bit. Here is Stewart, the captain, Alexandra, but she plays it into touch. It's going to be a throw-in to Scarborough Secondary. Ball thrown in, and still trying to keep possession of it. Turning nicely is Jalisha Alexander for Scarborough Sec. No goals yet. 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes gone. And that's another one thrown down there as Yates goes scampering forward again. Goes past another one. Still going. Stabs it forward with a little toe poke. And she's going to get it back. Or will she? Not just yet, says Scarborough Secondary, as they're able to somehow get the ball out of harm's way. And there's a real battle for it here. Nobody can get the handle on it. Leah Batiste trying to lock down the ball, just skidding across the face of the goal. And that would have been the opening goal in this encounter. Just wide of the upright. You could just see the ball angling in front of the goal. And just missing the upright, but not by much. Chevelle Williams will leave it and asking one of her defenders to do the honors. And that's a nice, powerful kick. The ball is up in the air, though, but just over the half line. And quickly it's sent back down the other way. Scarborough holding on there, trying to keep Signal Hill at bay. Alexander in the thick of things, as is Gabrielle Phillips. Now the ball is coming over, and eventually they're playing it upfield and hoping to get something going here. Here is Robley. She is under pressure, though. Good challenge coming back from Stewart, but Robley wins that one. And here is the cross right across the face of the goal, and the goalkeeper with a diving effort and pushes it around the post. So Kenisha Taylor had to be aware of the danger, and she collapsed well to her left and kept it out. So that would have been a good stunner there for Scarborough Secondary. Instead, they get a corner kick. And still the ball is right where it was positioned. None of the ladies are running after the ball. But they get some help from a goodly gentleman trying to get on with the game. So they get a chance at this corner kick now. Here it comes, and the heads go up, but they took it over the line again. So it's going to be yet another corner kick to Scarborough Sec. So they're looking for an opening goal here. It's almost 8 minutes gone in this contest. Nothing doing. Here's another powerful kick, but this one goes behind. And it's now a goal kick to Signal Hill. Sky Thomas gets it upfield, but again Scarborough with possession quickly, and they're able to get the ball forward now, running at the defense, doing very well, still in the mix there, until eventually it's taken away, and Batiste it is who is trying to bring it forward for Signal Hill. She hands it over to Nia Yates, and she will win a throw-in for Signal Hill. No goals to show for all the efforts just yet, but look at the battle going on there. Ned trying to control things. However, Yates is trying to bring it the other way until she runs out of real estate. Another ball played in, and not able to control it very well is Frederick. But similarly, the ball played forward. This is going to be interesting here now. She's on her way, Balfour. Leah Marie Balfour, but she can't beat goalkeeper Williams. Chevelle Williams, cool as a cucumber, or as they say, cool as the other side of the pillow. And this one hit up field. Bounces still. Scarborough still in with the mix, and that might be a bit of high kicking, but the referee says play on. And trying to weave her magic there is Campbell. Madison Campbell turns nicely, gets the ball up for them. They have it again for Fredericks, and not able to really take advantage of the possession that they have, but they're still going. And eventually now the ball is played behind the backs. This could be a bit of a foot race here. Almost getting through, but once again it's sturdy defending from Stewart to keep it in play. And Yates, Nia Yates, also showing a lot of life down this right hand side. So they're on the move again. This is a good opening salvo from both teams, but neither one of them really able to really test the goalkeepers in a significant way. Although it must be said that Scarborough Sec has had a couple corners that created a little bit of anxiety in the Roxborough ranks. Now they're on the move again. Trying to cut inside, does well, keeps going, cuts inside further, but loses the handle on the ball, and then eventually the defense clears their lines. So they're still battling for the ball. Ball changing hands fairly frequently, but again coming away with it. Jenna Dick gets it upfield, and Scarborough just holding their own there. Aliyah Batista is always like a constant threat. She's not giving up at all. And here's a ball played into her, but it's just a little bit tight there from Yates. And Scarborough not able to get the handle on the ball and get it into the danger positions that they would like. And that's because this good solid defense on the part of Signal Hill. So no goals yet. 12 minutes gone. Almost 12 and a half minutes gone. And good timely little interception there from Sky Thomas. But Signal Hill, they come strolling forward again. That's careless because she had control of the ball. All she had to do was just pass it, and then she just over pushed it and pushed it straight to the opponents. Trying to come forward with it quickly again is Dillon for Scarborough Secondary. They're pressing. Signal Hill seem just a little bit out of sync at the moment, but I'm sure they are just kind of work out the kinks in their armory at the moment as they try to battle each other here, tooth and nail. A good contest, but no goals to show for it just yet. So we have two new players are coming on for Scarborough as they try their best to get involved in this one. Chevelle Williams is going to come and claim this one for Scarborough Secondary. So it looks as if Chandel Martin and Julicia Bailey are the ones who made their entry into the game. This is a good clearance there, quickly hit upfield there by Alexandria Stewart, the captain for Signal Hill, just to remind the bench that she's in business and she knows what she's doing. Almost took the coach out of the way. Here is a ball thrown in, looked like it's a foul throw, but the referee allowing it to continue. So Scarborough nil, Signal Hill nil at the moment. Will it stay that way for very long? Has a ball played down. The goalkeeper, though, had to come to collect it. She bubbled it a couple of times, Kenisha Taylor, but she's able to keep everything in front of her, no problems. Now she's looking for some movement, not finding much. And she punts it upfield. Not a bad kick out at all. That's good control by Campbell. And she's going down that right-hand side, trying to get it out there to her striking partner in Alia Batiste. They'll try again. She's trying to turn this time. Here is a shot going forward, but it's blocked partially. And now they're able to try to get it out of harm's way. Doing her best there is Janisha Alexander. And till she takes a bit of a tumble and gives it up. So it's going to be a free kick taken quickly. Now they're trying to get it forward there. Yates, Nia Yates. It's cleared away by the defense as Scarborough Secondary really putting in a good shift here on defense, keeping the Signal Hill attackers at bay. And still battling for it, Gabrielle Phillips, who run into some problems here, but they're not out of the woods here. She has a shot going towards goal, but it's wide, way wide of the target. And it's going to be kept by Chevelle Williams. So you could see the intentions on the part of the players. You can see what their plans are. And the good thing about this is you could see that these ladies, that some work has really gone into helping them understand their positioning and where they kind of need to be on the field of play in relation to the ball, unlike some of the teams where they just seem to follow the ball. You can see these ladies have a fair understanding of where they need to be at all times. Now this could be more problems here. Signal Hill under some pressure as Scarborough Sec tries to break quickly down the right hand side. Can they get the cross in? The ball played in, not very well controlled, and this is another opportunity here. Big collision, but they stay down, and eventually it's taken over the line by the captain. Alexandria Stewart is going to get the free kick. She's a big sturdy defender and very talented as well. She has all the attributes of a good defender. But the ball is played in, and they are going to take a break, it looks like. And I'm sure they're going to get some talking to at the moment. But it's a real battle going on at the moment here. And I'm not sure if this is just a water break. So they're getting a chance to kind of refresh themselves and also give the coaches an opportunity to just discuss strategy with them, talk a little bit about what has happened so far in this contest, but it's been a fairly even battle between Scarborough Secondary and Signal Hill, and I'm happy to see the kind of positional play of both teams, the players on both teams. They're not just running behind the ball, they're actually trying to get the ball and looking to see if they could connect with their teammates who are in, good positions or are where they're supposed to be. And if you're playing as a winger, you know that your concentration is to be on the wing most times, just so that when the ball comes over, at least you have a chance to collect it and to play. Or when your teammates are looking for you on that side of the field, that you're going to be there at all times, or most of the times anyway. So it's refreshing to see that the players on both of these teams are prepared to do just that. And actually, this is the Signal Hill home field, their home ground, just at the side of the school building. And it's a very picturesque location as well. The Signal Hill housing community is just in the background as well. A nice area, some wonderful houses populating that part of Tobago, and I'm sure they'll come out. So the students who have stuck around will be happy to see these young ladies representing the school in active competition and doing a pretty good job of it as well. So this is, I think, what they signed up for, as they say. And now it's just a question of them trying to get the upper hand on a very determined Scarborough Secondary outfit, which has done well. They've kind of kept the Signal Hill attackers at bay for most of this encounter so far, and I'm sure they'll be looking to do more of the same when we get the resumption here. So you see the Signal Hill players making their way back out, getting final instructions. They obviously trying to figure out what is the best plan of attack against this very agile and very efficient Scarborough Secondary defensive unit so far. So it's going to be So as we look at it here, this is actually the second half. We're getting ready to start here. It's 1-0 in favor of Scarborough Secondary, and that one goal was scored by Eastman, and so she had given her team the lead. Haley Eastman giving them the first half lead. And now they try and see if they could build on that. Scarborough, no doubt, anxious to get the game restarted so they could go to work again. But Signal Hill trailing in this game now must be thinking in terms of trying to at least get back on level terms. Ball played in, and here they come again. This is the Scarborough outfit. They're very, very quick over the ground, and lovely approach work again. Now here is Signal Hill trying to get themselves going quickly. Balfour has an opportunity here, skirts and scores. Well, the goalkeeper seemed to be backpedaling there, but Leah Marie Balfour, although the ball stuck in the water, she was able to recover quickly and was able to give her team the equalizing goal in the 41st minute of play. And look at her there, just taking it away from the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper just seemed to be backpedaling a little bit. And that is all it took. So Scarborough watched their lead evaporate in the first minute of the second half. And that is wonderful music for the Signal Hill supporters as well. So 1-1 the scoreline now. Leah Marie Balfour, the hero for Signal Hill at the moment, cancelling out a first half item from Haley Eastman. So 1-1, here they come again now, looking for some kind of movement going forward, trying to get it to Eastman again, but the ball just running away from Dillon. They're still pressing forward though, and Signal Hill with an opportunity now. Yates, can she get this to her teammates? But they can't, and the ball is kept in play. Now this could be another opportunity here, and doing very well was the goalkeeper Taylor, coming out and then spreading herself and making sure that she could corral the ball and receive it quite nicely in the process as well. So 1-1 the scoreline, and another big kick-up free by Taylor, bounces nicely just on the half line, and trying to win it back there quickly, Auguste. But now it's a bit of a foot race, although Dillon is able to stop that nicely. Has another through ball, and Signal Hill under some pressure here because trying to turn with it is having problems, but the goalkeeper comes to her rescue there. Taylor, again, very brave indeed, and shaking off the challenge of Jalisha Alexander and corralling the ball. Although she might have a little bruise or so to show for it. You can see her trying to walk it out, and but she's still going to try her best to kick it out, and she does well, but she might be in some discomfort after all of that. Another ball that bounces and crosses the half line, and but still Scarborough still fighting for the ball, but probably a little too physical there was Sky Thomas. So 1 goal apiece, so all to play for still in this encounter. As we could just see, the Scarborough secondary sending all of their front runners. It's almost like they sent everybody into the attack. Now here is the ball played up. That's playing towards it. Actually struck the attacker Alexander in her back. It's almost like she lost the ball. That though means that Signal Hill get a chance to come forward if they could win possession of the ball, which they do now. And but again, Scarborough secondary equal to anything that Signal Hill can throw at them for now. Nice little ball played on that right hand side, and forces the Scarborough Tech outfit to have to kind of mark their spots, waiting for some kind of movement, and Auguste still there battling away, and now this one is just hammered upfield, but to nobody in particular. Gemma Dick also involved in that, still trying to get down that right hand side is Nia Yates. She gets a cross in that is blocked by the defenders, and Signal Hill though regaining possession very often now as they try their best to build on this little momentum that they have now, having scored early in the second half. Still going. Here's the shot. Nice one on target. Actually hits the goalkeeper and it goes in. Well, a shot from distance that really should not have gone in, but it was taken beautifully, and there is Campbell with the drive. The goalkeeper had it, Chevelle Williams, and then she lost it, and just like that, Signal Hill are back in business. In fact, they're in the lead now in the 46th minute, and with a brilliant strike from Madison Campbell. So 2-1 it is now, and Signal Hill, who looked a little bit despondent coming out after the first half, now all of a sudden they're the ones flying with a 2-1 advantage. Now let's see if Scarborough secondary can respond. I'm sure they must be thinking that they've had good possession at times. They now need to figure out how best they're going to keep that momentum going and how they're going to score the goals. Now Signal Hill with all the momentum trying to come forward quickly, but Scarborough does a great ball inside again. She's onside, and then a brilliant save. But in fact, the ball might have hit her in her head. She was just putting her hands up to make the save, and the ball might have actually hit her in the face, but going through clearly there was Alexander. She really just needed to place it. In fact, the goalkeeper never got her hands on the ball. The ball struck her in the head, in the face, on the forehead it looked like, and just skated over the bar. What a golden opportunity there for a response at an equalizer there, but they say use your head, and she did, and but she now feeling the effects of it. She stays down, so it's just but all her teammates are just laughing at her, and I'm sure they're telling her the same thing. Way to use your head there, Taylor. So Kenisha Taylor, you can see her, she might be just a little bit shaken by it all. That's a good blow because it was a good shot and it hit her from close range. So, and she got the full brunt of it, one would have to say. So she's probably just there trying to shake it off, hoping that no damage has been done. And they will try again, but this time they'll have to defend this corner kick, and there is Jalisha Alexander once again. She's going to be the provider, and she's hoping, I'm sure, to connect with one of her teammates in the area. Here is the kick, low one. It's running nicely there. Here's a shot coming towards goal, headed away, and then helped on further by the defense, but that is a good combination play there, and the ball taken out of harm's way for the throw-in. So 2-1 is the scoreline here now. Signal Hill leading Scarborough secondary, and it goes to Jalisha Alexander. She goes down, so it's going to be a free kick. And it's almost as if she was buying that one, because she probably wants to do something like this here. Can she get the shot on target? And this might be her opportunity here now to be the hero, to bring them back on a level term. Here is the ball played up and just tipped over the bar. And a good effort again, but this time the goalkeeper doing very well to get the ball over, just getting her fingertips to it and pushing it over the bar, because that was dipping quickly. But great goalkeeping there by Kenisha Taylor to deny Jalisha Alexander. So Alexander coming close for Scarborough secondary there, the equalizer, but it's not to be. And I'm not quite sure what but anyhow, I think they're going to take the corner on this side rather than the other side. I was a bit worried that they were going to give them a goal kick when clearly the goalkeeper pushed the ball over the bar, and it should have been corner kick, which it is. And Robley, Michaela Robley with the one, plays it inside the first defender, not taking it cleanly and bringing it away. But again, Signal Hill with a chance there to probably try to break quickly, but they just seem reluctant to come out. And now it puts a little bit of pressure on the opposition. So Leah Marie Balfour trying to keep that one in. Not able to do so, but she's in the play here, and she does well. She still keeping possession going, but they said it's throw-in, so it might have gone out before she was able to make that pass forward. So Scarborough secondary here now busy because they want an equalizing goal. And that's a throw-in. That's really a tough throw-in. I thought the referee was going to call that one back. And go off to the races again. And this time turning and helping out is Thomas, Sky Thomas at the back for Signal Hill, keeping them at bay. Here's another throw-in, but again, this is the goal scorer for them. Earlier on for them, Matt Eastman, but she loses out, and Scarborough doing well at defense, but Signal Hill really applying pressure now, trying desperately to go further ahead if they can. Right now they're leading by 2-1, having come from 1-0 down at the interval, and are now leading by a 2-1 margin. Madison Campbell trying to get this restart going here now. Signal Hill trying to set it up in such a way that they have numbers in and around the penalty area. Here is the kick, not directed very well, but controlled nicely, and trying her best though to run with the ball, and not able to do so. Similarly, the same thing for Scarborough's secondary, as they are off to the races, and this is Jalisha Alexander again breathing down the goalkeeper's neck, but nice bit of work coming from Taylor, getting the ball upfield and forcing the defenders to have to defend, as they say. But Anika Hector did well there and pushed that one away. So 53 minutes gone in this contest. 2-1 it is to Signal Hill. Scarborough needs to do something, and they came close, but the head of the goalkeeper got in the way and kept them out. So they'll try again, and this time trying to knife her way through a wall of players, but not able to do so. And she goes again. Lisa Marie Balfour. This ball, though, is not going to threaten. That's not going to hurt a little bit, as they say, because it had no sting on it at all. Campbell, though, can't control it. And look who's racing. Jalisha Alexander. She's off to the races. She's strong. She's quick. And she's determined. She's on her way. She tries to chip the goalkeeper. And she hits the post. Well. A great opportunity. She had gotten around the defense, and she did the smart thing. She tried to chip it past the goalkeeper. Although she did that, she unfortunately hit the post, and it came back in play. Just inches away from another goal. So Scarborough coming close, and but not close enough, as they say. And it's that girl, Jalisha Alexander, who is really proving to be a bit of a handful for the Signal Hill defense. The referee just waiting for one of the players to tie their laces, it looks like. But a great opportunity. That was such a good opportunity, a good ball, and excellent excellent attempt. The only thing she didn't do there was score, but everything else she did correctly, including executing the chip to avoid the advancing goalkeeper. A chance here now for Ogis to throw this one in. She'll do it again. Gets it to Alexander now. Alexander looking to run with it. And she might have just taken it over the line. Or did she? I think the opponents did. It might be a throw-in. I don't think it's a free kick. It just seems a little confusing. So Ogis is going to throw it in again. Now it's with Taylor, Julissa, Alexander rather, she's trying to get something going. She almost created an opportunity there for her teammate. I'm not sure if Ned read it, but everybody thought she was going wide. She then kind of hooked it back inside into that channel. Unfortunately, Ned wasn't aware, and she was fooled by it all as well.
No. Right now, this 80-something still ongoing.
Now they're coming again. Opportunity to come forward, but guess what? Signal Hill loses it, and off to the races they come again. Here's another shot coming forward there from Eastman, who scored the opening goal for Scarborough, and was threatening another one there on that occasion. Signal Hill cannot relax at the back. They're leading by 2-1, but Scarborough secondary are inching forward ever so often, getting closer and closer to the opponent's goal. And that's what you want to see. Now the ball is won nicely and still bringing it forward. They're pushing down this left side. Hector gets it down there. Now they're trying to maybe turn away from the pressure quickly and bring it across. Here's another opportunity, but it doesn't fall to you-know-who. And Eastman is there, but Alexander is also there. Back onto her left foot. She hammers it away, and the goalkeeper saves it. Well, Alexander is really proving to be a real handful. She's strong, she's determined, and she almost produced an equalizing goal there for her, but not for the first time. She's denied it by Kanisha Taylor in goal for Signal Hill. Signal Hill again on the prowl once more. This time they lose their handle on it, and but they might get it back again by Yates. Yates comes inside, plays a nice little ball, but again it's cleared away quickly. They're still battling for it and still fighting hard. Now this could be problems here, and it is goal number 2 for Scarborough in the 59th minute of play. And it's that lady, Jalisha Alexander. There was no denying her. You could only stop her for so long. But Alexander, who seemed to know exactly what she wants to do on the football field, really turned nicely, then set it up beautifully, and she was able to slip it past the goalkeeper to make it 2 apiece now, and all to play for in the last half of this second period. So as we approach the hour mark, all to play for still now, because Signal Hill had their moments, they couldn't capitalize, and we saw Scarborough push him up, deliberately looking to get something going, and on that occasion it was in the other goal that we had the good fortune of seeing that equalizing goal score. Ball quickly downfield to Williams, Shifel Williams, no problems on this occasion. And what a strong kick she puts outside end. And again, it has you-know-who running towards goal. She's on the prowl again, but that's excellent defensive work there by Batiste. However, Alexander is still running, still going, and then she just kind of runs out of a little bit of energy there because coming around was Stewart, the captain, to make the interception for Signal Hill. But what an amazing talent is Jalisha Alexander. She's so determined, but yet still she has a very, very good idea of how she wants to operate on the football field. And that is creating real problems for the Signal Hill defenders.
Could be around 24 or 25 around this area.
And this is obviously one of the vagaries of playing at a field that is so close to a forested area. The ball could get lost in some of those areas, as is the case now. And so they may be requesting a substitute or a replacement ball.
I stand by them by
so as they wait, it's just to remind you, it's 2 goals apiece. In this encounter, it was 1-0 at the half. Haley Eastman giving Scarborough Sec the lead. And then a minute into the second half, Leah Marie Balfour made it 1-1. And then Madison Campbell made it 2-1 before we just saw some brilliance there from Jalisha Alexander, and that's where we are all tied at 2 apiece.
So
the ball just kind of bouncing around in midfield as neither team able to really get the handle on it. But it's a free kick to Scarborough secondary, and again, this is where Jalisha Alexander is trying to take charge of the game, but I would really prefer to see others doing it and she getting the benefit of being at the end of some of those passes. But here she comes again with another shot. Really, she's trying everything to give her team the best chance to win, and not afraid at all at swinging her leg if it means she's going to get a shot on target or she's going to get a shot at goal.
No, I understand that.
But what a game. We've seen so many other games, and nothing that really could compare to the kind of effort you're seeing from both of these teams. They've really been pushing hard, and because they're being challenged by each other, and they have to play good defense. Now Alexander again coming onto that left foot, and they're leaving it for her. Here is the left foot, but she was kind of falling down when she got it. Eastman trying her best to get involved as well. Here she is, and she gets a shot, but it's cleared away. And coming the other way now, Signal Hill looking to break quickly. Can they get the ball down on the other side? That's a great ball, but the defenders are there. And just look at the positional sense of these defenders. They're not just running behind the ball. They're actually occupying spaces where they know the ball is going to come, so they could intercept them at those points. Little ball played forward and trying to control it quickly there. Dick doing the honors. Now, this one hit upfield. Again, they're aiming for Alexander, but the goalkeeper is going to come, and she claims it. In the end, she almost dummied. The captain almost dummied the goalkeeper there, Alexandra Stewart. However, Taylor with a lovely little kick out here, and that is such a feature that is so different to so many other goalkeepers that we've seen. They have no idea of how to kick the ball, and they don't get any height or any distance on it. Now Signal Hill driving forward now. Can she get the cross in? She tries, and but again the second attempt is just blocked as well. But a good time there for Yates to produce something, and she couldn't do it at that point in time. But she may get a second bite of the cherry now, as this one played across to the left side, and dribbling her way forward again is Balfour, still going. 2 players there. She's still in the mix. She's still battling for it. The water causing problems. She shakes off one challenge, tries to go past another, still going, and she's still going. This could be problems here. She misses. Well, she did everything And all she had to do was place it around the goalkeeper, either side of the goalkeeper. She went for power, and she blasted it wide. She probably can't believe that she missed that target from there. And what a golden opportunity for Signal Hill to regain the lead in this one, and she just couldn't do it. Well. Leah Marie Balfour must be bewildered as to how she missed that chance. But you just saw her do all the hard work, and the simple thing, which was just to place it past the goalkeeper. She, as they say, missed the target, but she missed it from so close. That's probably what was most astonishing. The goalkeeper never even had to make a save. But it remains 2 apiece, and time now becoming a factor here. You want to believe if somebody was to score now, that could be a huge advantage to whichever team that was at Signal Hill. Really should have gotten that advantage on that occasion, although at the other end, it is fair to say that Scarborough Secondary also carved out a couple good looks of their own. But it's still 2 apiece, and plenty of time left to try to squeeze out another goal or two. Who knows? Signal Hill, though, they now have possession. This ball is played back a little bit carelessly, and given the speed at which there's Eastman, and I was just saying, given the speed at which Scarborough piled forward, you don't want to give the ball away too much. But this lady, especially Jalisa Alexander, this time she plays it a little too far, too straight, and her teammates couldn't corral it quickly enough. Here's another strong effort, bringing the ball forward. They're trying to get Eastman going. She does well, keeps it in play. Now she scored the first goal for Scarborough. She goes around one, but then loses out to the other. And Signal Hill on the prowl now as they try to bring bodies forward. We saw this lady just now go past a couple players, and that's way too long. And but she's still there, still fighting, and plays it over on the right-hand side, trying to get Yates going, Nia Yates. She's still trying her best down that right-hand side there. The ball actually runs nicely for her. Can she get a cross in? Yes, she's on the inside. This is a good opportunity here now for Signal Hill, and she scores. Well, great work down that right-hand side by Yates. Got on the wrong side of the defender. She got the ball across, and it was a first-time effort going towards goal, and Signal Hill have been able to get that go-ahead goal again. For the second time in the game, they're leading, and it's in the 69th minute of play. And just coming on and getting the ball into the goal for them. And the thing about it, though, is that it looks so different. But Batiste, it looks like, who's able to get the ball into the back of the net, Aliyah Batiste. And that gives them the 3-2 cushion here now. But certainly it's a wake-up call for Scarborough Secondary. Can they now produce another equalizing goal? That is the big question here. But they'll have to dig deep, because Signal Hills are now, they could feel it, because they're getting the balls into the advanced positions and they're really challenging the defenders. Here's another beautiful ball played forward. Still they're going, still going. Now it's Balfour on the move. She's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. This time she buries it. Brilliantly done. And that really and truly could seal it for Signal Hill. What a finish this time around. She missed from close range the last time, but she certainly made up for it this time with a wicked finish in the 70th minute of play. So in back-to-back attempts at goal, they are scored on Leah Marie Balfour has her second of the afternoon, but more importantly, it stretches Signal Hill's lead to now a 4-2 advantage, and that could be a bridge too far for Scarborough Secondary, but you never know. It's women's football. In fact, it's football generally, and you want to keep playing no matter what. A quick substitution there for Scarborough. Alicia Montique is on. Or Montague, as some people would say. And so now they have it all to do. And here is a ball played down, and I don't think it was deliberate. And Alexandra was struck in the face, so she's not happy. And this was just a ball that was being played back out of defense, and it just seemed to catch her in the face. She wasn't looking initially. Ball played up, so now the intensity, I would imagine, would be much higher, especially from Scarborough Secondary, as they go in search of yet another goal. They were up by 1, they were down by 2-1, they came back and leveled the score. Now they're down 4-2, and they have it all to do here. Still trying to get inside there, battling away, hoping against hope for something better, especially to get it to Alexander, but this time it's taken away by the captain, and this is Stewart striding forward now, getting the ball down into the defensive third of the Scarborough Secondary, and they now need to really focus on how best they can get things going. Robley is going to take this throw in quickly. They need to hurry. They can't take forever with these throw-ins anymore. They have to get the ball back in play, give themselves a chance. And the referee is blowing, and I'm not sure what the infringement was, but handball probably. So now they really have to dig deep here, Scarborough. Signal Hill with that 2-goal advantage, I'm sure will want to pack their defense and keep things in front of them as much as possible, and every so often release their front three in Balfour and Yates and of course Batiste. So they won another throw-in. So you could see the Signal Hill bench, certainly they're happier of the two, because now they feel that they have done the business here against a very plucky and determined Scarborough Secondary outfit. Alexander again trying, but this time she loses out. And here's another ball played forward. Guess who's going, and forcing the goalkeeper to have to come and make the save. Chevelle Williams doing well, and then she quickly sends it upfield, which is good, sensible play on her part. 73, almost 74 minutes gone now in this contest, so time is of the essence. Ball thrown in, and Yates loses out, but Signal Hill maintains possession. They're trying to get it there to Balfour, but she's being policed, which is good, sensible football, because you don't want her hurting you again. She scored 2 already. You don't want her to score a third. This is good into pass in. Opportunity here now, looking for something. I thought she was going to have the shot, but she just kind of got out of the way. And they're still going here. Another opportunity, shot wide of the mark. Again, Balfour sent in a hat-trick. She got it on the right foot. She saw where she wanted to go. She just tugged it a fraction wide. On another day, she probably would have had 4 or 5, but boy, she hits the ball well, and she hit that one well. Unfortunately, it just flashed wide, just went wide of that back post, and with the goalkeeper stranded. and in no position to make the save. Now she may have to make a save again, because here comes Balfour once more, playing it forward to Batiste, but she went into an offside position, and it's coming the other way. 4-2. What a second half we've had. Was 1-0 at the half. A minute in, we had the equalizer to make it 1-1, and then shortly after that, we got the go-ahead goal from Campbell. That's after Balfour had given them the equalizing goal, Signal Hill, cancelling out the first half effort from Haley Eastman. And then things started to happen. Scarborough equalized to Jalisha Alexander, deservedly so. She's probably been the best player on the park. And then it was a question of who would want it after they were tied at 2 apiece in the 59th minute. 10 minutes later, though, Aliyah Batiste broke the deadlock with a nice sweeping move with a first-time effort from a low cross from Yates. And then in the 70th minute, a minute later, Leah Marie Balfour did the business with her second of the evening. And that's where we are at this point in time now. As time becoming a factor here now for Scarborough, they really need to get something going, certainly something going to goal, towards goal, in order to give themselves a chance.
I like to say the day was dry. But I really not that ball.
Still the ball is in play, and they can't get it. They really can't get it up to Alexander. She may have to come back for the ball a little bit more. As we see here, she has to try to get the ball and do her magic. Here she is now running forward, racing towards goal, and she has an opportunity to strike there. The goalkeeper was in no man's land, really. And unfortunately there for Alexander, she couldn't get the angle on it. She never got around the ball, and it just seemed to hold its own, and she hit it straight out. And now she stays down. The goalkeeper stays down as well. But just look at the spirit in which the game is being played, because the two players who seem most concerned about her are on the opposing team. So they obviously know her value and know her importance. And you look at third player from Scarborough, from Signal Hill, is there inquiring about her well-being. And now they want to help her up. So even though they're rivals, they probably just go into the different schools, but they seem so friendly, so familiar with each other, and obviously want what is best for them, for each other, and not really worrying about it. Look at the goalkeeper still there, as if offering encouragement and letting her know that there was no malice or anything like that in the tackle. Although she didn't really tackle her, she just kind of presented herself there as a wall, and when the shot came, it went wide. So she's back up on her feet right now, seems to be walking pretty okay, and we should get the play resuming pretty soon. So this young lady has had a good game as well, although she hasn't been asked to do too much, but whatever she's been asked to do, she's done well. I remember the one that she tipped over the bar from Alexander that kept it at 2-1 for a while was brilliant work indeed. Now another ball coming off the body there of Eastman, who again was just not in a good position, but she just kind of played the line of flight of the ball and was able to block it with her buttocks. And now she looks like she's in some discomfort as well from the pain from that blow. As you can see how with her hands, akimbo for a while there. Now this could be a design play as they try to get the ball out of defense. Signal Hill flirting with danger there because when the shot came from Sky Thomas, it was again blocked by...
You must know walking from when walking.
the attackers, so by Eastman in particular. And it's a chance now for Signal Hill to bypass that whole wall of midfield players. And there is the final whistle. And he didn't play much by way of added on time. So at the end of the 80 minutes of play, Signal Hill, the ones celebrating with a 4-2 victory over a very game Scarborough secondary. In fact, Scarborough opened the scoring in the first half from Eastman, Hailey Eastman. But then Leah Marie Balfour in the 41st with the equalizer, and Madison Campbell with the go-ahead goal in the 46th made it 2-1 before Jalisha Alexander equalized in the 59th for Scarborough. But then 2 goals in quick succession. Aliyah Batiste in the 69th, and then a minute later Leah Marie Balfour with her second. That sealed it for Signal Hill as they go through, marching on with a 4-2 victory over Scarborough Secondary.